Understanding our creation is Sufism, is tariqah. It's not a particular religion that sets you apart, and to be proud of that religion, to be born into a religion, but it's a religion is a discipline upon the physicality. It means going towards the Star of David. It's not exclusive to Jewish people. It's a star. And prophetic teaching is that follow any of my Sahabi, they're like stars on a dark night. Stars are guidance, are saints. All prophets came and taught law for the general public and taught spiritual realities for the very few elite who were willing to take a spiritual path and to seek. And the process of enlightenment is to become a star. It means once you're enlightened, you're filled with light. So when you're filled with light, you are a star. You will guide in this world, in your physicality, because light is glowing from you, and you'll guide in the hereafter because you're a star in the heavens. Because the Divine is showing you that even people, because we take for granted guidance nowadays, but before when people were sailing on ships, they relied completely on the heavens. They had to look at the sky and determine where they are because there was no GPS, there was no MapQuest. It means all guidance was coming from that analogy. So the Divine is showing anyone seeking enlightenment, the reality of that enlightenment is to become a shining star. So Najm Dawood was not Dawood's, it was Sayyidina Muhammad, it was the Divine Kingdom. It was a gift by the Divine Almighty that anyone applying this law is going to unlock the power of heavenly kingdoms. And understanding that star is towards the station of self-realization. That star is made up of two triangles. One triangle that points towards the heaven and one triangle that points towards the earth. The triangle that points towards the heavens represents faith, means it goes up, down. The lower base is your religion. Then the next is faith. Board.
Pen is on top.
Yeah, pen is on top, Sheikh. Religion, faith, and perfection. Is when we split the star, and to understand the star, the point at the bottom, the base of this star is that religion. Because that's why Divine sends you deen. We have deen in Arabic is religion. Whatever the religion is meant to tame your physicality. Not to be lost in its name and to fight over its title, but was to tame your physicality. What to feed this body, what not to feed this body. What to give to this body, what not to give to this body. How to treat myself, how to treat my family, how to treat my loved ones, how to treat my community. Religion is for physical taming and taming our physicalities. Means once we understood that, and this point and the upward point has all to do with the powers of the soul and reaching the heavenly kingdom. Means that once you understood religion and applied a religious faith that works for you, that applies a discipline to your physicality, applies a discipline to your family and to your community, because it's not the law of the jungle. Because we weren't created apes. Because we were created in the creation of Adam, which was the most noble of creation. The law of the jungle is take and harm and do as you like and think nothing of it. But the law of Divine Kingdom has nothing to do with the jungle. It's all based on discipline and not going beyond your bounds, not harming other people, not harming your family, your loved ones, not even harming yourself. Because then the second part of the base of that triangle opens up, which is iman and faith. Means that once you have religion doesn't necessarily mean you have faith. Because you can pray all day long but not believe in the divine, not believe in the angels, not believe in holy books, not believe in the Day of Judgment, and not believe in destiny. And it's very apparent. As soon as you start talking about angels, people say, oh, don't give us that hocus pocus. Means you start talking about unseen, they don't want to talk about that. Well then that's faith. Faith has nothing to do with what you see, touch and feel, but has to do with your heart. It's like love. How do you describe love? It's nothing that you can see, it's not something that you can hold, it's something that you feel and everyone feels it. It means that the second pillar of this belief is that you apply the physical discipline, but now the power that's coming into the heart, the power that's coming into the mind is that you have to develop faith. It means then you apply your physical discipline, but you have to spend all your time with your eyes closed, because faith is built by eyes closed. Why? Because it has nothing to do with the seen. If your religion is just with your eyes open and everything based on what you see, you have not yet received faith. It's simple, because all you're doing is saying, I accept only what I see and what I can touch. But the station of faith and bringing down material desire has all to do with keeping the eyes closed. Because then you apply your disciplines and you're comfortable with yourself. You're comfortable contemplating, meditating, reciting, chanting, listening to recitations and asking, oh my Lord, what I'm seeking is not going to be found here in the physical dimension. I'm not going to find it in a movie theater, I'm not going to find it in a grocery store, I'm not going to find it in a nightclub, I'm not going to find that faith anywhere but in the heart of the believer. It means as soon as you close your eyes and contemplate and meditate, a power in the soul opens up and vision through the soul opens up, because you're using the faculty of seeing through the eyes. But there's another power, seeing through the soul. So as soon as you close your eyes and spend your time, and a great deal of that time with eyes closed, the power of vision opens up, and spiritual vision, what we call khashf. All of a sudden you may have like a shot of lightning that shows you something from the divine, something heavenly, something not from this dimension, made to build that faith, that keep coming, keep coming. What you're seeking is not in this seen dimension, but is in the unseen dimension. That builds faith and taqwa, fear of the divine. Means that builds that love that you don't want to do anything wrong, because the divine is opening all these endless mercies for you. You're feeling the angels come, you feel energies come, you feel divine visions start to open. Means that is the nectar that makes us run towards that divine presence. Now I'm going to open to you what no eye have seen, what no ears have heard, and what no lips can speak, because each one has his own gift, her own gift from divine presence. Means then the station of faith. You apply the physical discipline, you apply the spiritual belief and spiritual practices, all of the sciences of that spirituality which is in Sufism, and most faiths have all of these sciences. These two, when they mix, the chemical reaction of your discipline and your faith build the station of moral perfection. We say the station of ihsan. Means that once you're using that discipline and you're using your discipline to build your faith, what's being built is this pyramid. And the pinnacle of this pyramid has to do with the perfection of your character. That yes, you pray, yes, you fast, yes, you do all these things based on your religion, but you do it because of faith and by love. You do it because of complete sincerity. Based on that, of course, you're going to have moral excellence. And you're not going to cheat, you're not going to steal. What Divine says in Holy Qur'an, if you give that person one coin, they give it back to you. And there are people you give back a bag of coins and you'll see nothing back from it. It means that station of perfection and faith. It means Divine showing you that when we can unlock these powers start building this upper strength of the soul, means then we truly have the ability now to fight against our desires. Means fight against that pull towards evilness. The lower